Aloha all, and welcome back to Let's Play Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. In this episode, we are going to get started with our syndicate missions.
CJ.
You got it?
Hey, my cousin just called me. He gave me a tip about a baller's car going to San Fierro to score yay.
Shit. We gotta find out who's supplying those cats.
Read your mind, Holmes. I picked them up at the Mulholland intersection, and I'm trailing them now.
Okay, I'm coming to meet you.
Better make it fast, Holmes. These boys aren't hanging around.
I'm at the board.
Alright, time to steal that motorbike, and let's get off going to this little blue marker over here. So this is a very important mission, because we get introduced to basically all of the main characters that we're going to be dealing with in San Fierro. But it's not a very exciting mission, but there's lots of stuff to talk about. So let's make our way. We have a lot of traveling to do in this mission because we're going all the way over here, and then we're going to be going all the way down to Angel Pine. So we have a lot of travel that will be coming up, and it would help if I didn't make the trip a little longer. So let me find the best route. Let me actually think about this for a second. Go all the way down here and then around there. Okay, great. Terrific. We're on the right path, ladies and gents. We're on the right path. So, like I said, we are just going to meet up with Caesar, and then we're going to drive down to Angel Pine to take some pictures. And I'm going to talk a little bit about the characters that we're about to meet, and kind of, you know, just a little bit about them. And that way, when we get there, right, I can shut up and let you guys watch the cutscene. So, there is big happenings happening in San Fierro, mainly with the Loco Syndicate. So we're going to be seeing Woozy Moo and his Mountain Cloud Boys, or yeah, Mountain Cloud Boys later on, but they don't play as big of a role as I think the Loco Syndicate does. And so the Loco Syndicate is made up of a couple of key figures. T-Bone Mendez is one of them who will meet in this mission. Another one is Mike Torino, who we will not be meeting in this particular mission. We'll also be meeting Jizzy B, who is a big player, as well as our old friend Ryder. So that's pretty much the extent of like the major characters that we'll be seeing. Where am I going? Oh my god, of course you're on the other side. Alright, whatever, I'll just go down. So we have those like four main characters, and we won't really be seeing too much of Ryder as much as we will be seeing the other people, because obviously Ryder knows who we are, and we're not going to be able to fool him. I mean, he pretty much knows that we understand that he and Big Smoke betrayed Grove Street family, so I don't think that he's going to get anywhere close to us. But Jizzy B and T-Bone Mendez, they have no idea who we are, so we're going to get to know them pretty well. T-Bone Mendez, fun fact, interesting fact, just like I said with, I think it was, maybe it was CJ? No, it was another character, Ryder's character, actually. He's like, he has a song on the radio in this game. T-Bone Mendez's character also is an artist who has a song on the radio. So T-Bone Mendez's voice actor's name is Kid Frost, and the song is La Raza, and you can listen to that on Radio Los Santos. Alright, so we're going all the way to Angel Pine. Just want to make sure that I'm not driving in the wrong direction again. Pretty much you just want to hop onto this highway, and then you're good. Alright. I'm going to double check again that I'm going in the right direction. See, that's why you want to double check multiple times. Do not flip that car. Bad idea. If you flip this lowrider, I'm pretty sure the mission just fails. So be careful. See, this is why I don't like lowriders. With all the hydraulics, it is so easy to flip your car. It's actually kind of frustrating. Anyway, Caesar and CJ are not going to say a single word to each other now that they're together. They're going to exchange all their words over the phone. Complete silence on this long journey through the countryside. Kind of weird, if you ask me. But yeah, so yeah, Timo Mendez. You know, he's not a huge character in this game, but there is a lot that you can learn about him. He's kind of a paranoid character, and you'll see this as we go through. He's not very trustworthy, and I think it's mainly because he's like the muscle, right? He's not like necessarily the smartest of all the characters. So when it comes to getting shit done, beating people up, killing people, all that stuff, Timo Mendez is the go-to guy in the Loco Syndicate. For Caesar in particular, he actually has like a grudge against T-Bone Mendez because T-Bone is the reason that like his friends are dead. So T-Bone Mendez is also actually the leader of the San Fierro Rifa. So those are the people who are in like the turquoise color, if I'm correct. I might be wrong on that. I'm not 100% sure. But they have like a big beef with the Varios Los Aztecas or whatever. I don't know. I know I'm not even attempting to say that with a Spanish accent, so I apologize for butchering that. But yeah, that's the group that Caesar is the leader of. So they kind of have like a little feud going on. So even though Caesar doesn't have as much at stake, yeah, there we go, as maybe CJ does, he still has plenty of motivation to want to, you know, help CJ take this Loco Syndicate down. And so we'll be experiencing that a little bit more. But one of the things I don't think I've talked about so far in this project is the fact that there's a little movie that actually came out for the special edition of San Andreas, where there's, it's like a half an hour long, I'm pretty sure, but it's a movie that uses the game engine, and it goes through a lot of the backstory, and you can actually see T-Bone Mendez, like, killing what you can assume to be a member of Caesar's gang, and that's actually when you can also get introduced to some of these characters. Like, I know we haven't met Mike Torino yet, but if you watch that video, then that's where you would meet him first. Alrighty, so we're doing a little recon, bringing me back to my old Sly Cooper days.
There it is, Holmes.
All right, here we go. We know who this is.
Rod, you shermhead.
This business is bigger than any gang, ese.
Ryder, little bitch.
Here's the man of the hour that we were talking about so much.
Still wet the bed.
This guy take himself real serious.
That's T-Bone Mendez.
What now? Is that it?
Look at you with that fancy crap.
Oh, okay, so we do meet Mike Torino.
Hey, who's the gringo?
I was
I don't
wrong.
like the look at that guy. This more than a few thugs pushing product. It's a serious organization.
How many of these clowns are there?
Ah, I know a pimp when I see one. They being clever about this. It ain't no exchange of nothing incriminating.
I don't know why CJ was screaming. Did you hear the tone in their voice? It's like they're yelling at each other. It's like they want the four of them to know that they were spying on their meeting.
That was some heavy shit.
We better split up and get out of here. I'll meet you back at the garage, eh?
Julio, we got what we came for anyway.
Alright, yeah, so we took the pictures, just did a little recon to see who was in this Loco Syndicate. So, I talked a little bit about what's his face? T-Bone Mendez, but I didn't really say much about the other guy. I mean, we already know about Ryder. Jizzy B, actually, he's one of my favorite characters in this game. He's actually voiced by Charlie Murphy, who just recently died. So that's kind of sad. But Jizzy B is like, yeah, he's a pimp. He's like the charismatic face of the Loco Syndicate. He is basically the guy who goes around and gets people to join their organization, do their like grunt work. And then Mike Torino is like the big boss dog. He's like the guy who really is the person with connections, the one that makes the whole syndicate happen. And we'll learn a lot more about Mike Torino as time goes on. But Yeah, he's the big boss dog. Yeah, obviously, everybody knows who Eddie Murphy is. Charlie Murphy is his brother. So for those of you who have watched the Chappelle Show, you definitely know who Charlie Murphy is. Those skits are fucking amazing. So if you haven't checked that out, go watch Chappelle Show on Netflix or look it up on YouTube. I don't care. It's hilarious. Charlie Murphy is funny as shit. So I love actually like listening to his voice in this game, just because like just his voice is funny to me. And I was just reading up recently that apparently he played a pimp in one of the episodes, and people have kind of speculated that that like might be where the whole Jizzy B character kind of actually came from. But Jizzy B is cool. Like I said, we'll be seeing a lot more of like all of these people, so you know, don't worry about it. Mike Torino, he is voiced by James Woods. James Woods is a pretty prolific actor, I'd say. He was in Sergio Leone's, or Leone, I don't know how you pronounce that last name. Once Upon a Time in America. He was in Nixon. He was in Any Given Sunday. He was also the voice of Hades in Hercules, like the animated movie, and like all of the Kingdom Hearts games were Hades there, so yeah, James Wood is like no joke. Like he's an actual. I mean, not that Samuel L. Jackson or any of the other people aren't, you know, to be taken seriously. Also, but yeah, I just think that that's pretty cool. James Woods is Mike Torino, and then yeah, that's just about that as far as like the Loco Syndicate is concerned. And I guess just to explain the story, I mean, like, we learn this over the next couple missions, but I think it can sometimes be a little hard to put together at first. So, all this stuff is obviously interrelated. Like, everything that we're doing in San Fierro is simply to try and get Sweet back. But in order to get Sweet back, we kind of have to dismantle what Stranglehold Smoke has on Los Santos, you know, having this whole like crack empire and everything, and this is all part of it. So the Loco Syndicate is the main supplier of all the drugs that are flowing into Los Santos, fucking up the streets, making the gangs less about the hood and more about, you know, making money and everything. So by taking down this Loco Syndicate, we're essentially cutting off the flow that Big Smoke has going into Los Santos. And so even though it doesn't seem like it, what we're really doing ultimately through all of this stuff is just cleaning up the streets of Los Santos. So CJ's, you know, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. He's looking out for stuff. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot to talk about when it comes to the story of San Andreas and what we're doing here in San Fierro, but we'll pick up with that next time. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please, if you did, give this video a like and think about subscribing. And here we go. Yeah, look at this. A little call, but we're going to say no to that.
Gonna have to let this one slide, man. Got too much shit on my plate.
Alright, we'll try again some other time. Until then, I'm Paper Mario Guy, not guys, and I'll see you guys later.